What is up, friends? Welcome back for some more Better Call Saul. Excited to hop into some more episodes with you all. Obviously, right now, Jimmy is still kind of in a tight spot that he created for himself. So I don't know if this episode he's going to be able to fix everything, but right now he's definitely not looking too good in Kim's eyes, which was hard to watch because they've always been so good together and had a great relationship. So I would hate for him to mess it up with her. And I guess back in season 1, I always was wondering what happened to her in the future. I guess always isn't the right word, but there were a few times where I was wondering what happened to her that we never saw her in the Breaking Bad times. And so maybe what happens is he just ruins things himself, and that's how she gets out of the picture. And so I wouldn't be surprised if Mike this episode is just kind of in recovery because he got beat up pretty dang bad by Tuco in the last episode, and so he might be out of commission for a little bit. I don't know if he's going to run into Jimmy with all of his wounds still there, but that would be an interesting interaction. But hopefully you guys enjoy watching along with me for this episode, and if you do, definitely consider leaving a thumbs up. Helps the video reach a lot more people, helps the channel grow. Of course, you can check out the full-length reactions for these on my Patreon. Link for that is in the description below. Of course, you'll need your own copy of the show to watch along with me there, but they are uploaded several weeks before the YouTube edits, so you can get them there ahead of time. But without further ado, let's jump into episode 5. Yo, what the heck? Is this Chuck's wife? I don't know if we've ever learned that he was married before. The home looks still dark, but it looks a little bit more lively than it has in the future.
I apologize in advance. Let's just say he's something of an acquired taste.
Oh, how bad can he be?
Well, just in case, let's have a high sign.
Wait a second. Are they inviting Jimmy over for dinner? Who else would be an acquired taste? And he may definitely be that, but for me, it was a very quickly acquired taste.
Seriously? He's early.
Look at this place.
Hey, Jimmy. Thanks for coming.
Bring it on in here. Oh, yeah.
Oh man, very interesting now to see them interact positively with each other. Things have definitely taken a turn for the worst.
So, tell us about your first week at Hamlin McGill.
It was great. They got me working in the mailroom, which you got to start somewhere. I learned how to use the Xerox machine.
Hey, that's the first step to greatness, is learning that machine. That was also a very clever way of naturally working into the dialogue, a timestamp.
Met some nice folks, guys and gals. Well, gal, singular, actually.
We know exactly who he's referring to right there, the legendary Kim. And he seems fine right now, man. I don't know what kind of an acquired taste this is that Chuck's referring to.
I want to thank you for having me over. This is like the best meal I've had in a decade.
Thank you. That was very kind.
Hey, well, his wife certainly seems to like him so far. Maybe she is starting to doubt what Chuck said, because obviously we learned that Chuck didn't always think the best of him.
Pardon me.
All right.
Oh no, did Jimmy sense that Chuck was wanting him to go? That look told me that much, at least.
Why do they bury lawyers under 20 feet of dirt? Because deep down, they're really good people.
Oh, shoot, bro. He is absolutely going in right now on lawyers. I feel like that's what he definitely was doing, was he felt personally offended by Chuck's signal, so to speak.
How many lawyers does it take to change a light bulb? 3. 1 to climb the ladder, 1 to shake it, and 1 to sue the ladder company.
Comedy gold.
More! Go!
Okay.
I love it. She's into it. Completely not the plan that Chuck had for the evening. I mean, Jimmy is pretty good with them. I would have enjoyed those.
What do lawyers and sperm have in common? 1 in 3 million have a chance of becoming a human being.
Love that one.
Dude, I love that, man. Chuck getting absolutely flamed by both of them. And it seems like she acquired the taste pretty quick as well.
What do you call 25 attorneys buried up to their chins in cement? Not enough cement.
What? Oh.
Gotta give credit to the actor who plays Chuck, because he does do a great job for that character. I wouldn't feel the way about him that I do if he wasn't good at his job. Has so much resentment for Jimmy, though. Very unhealthy.
Hello? You've reached the voicemail of Kim Wexler. Please leave me a message and I'll get back to you as soon as I can.
Like, I think I found something that could help get you out of there. I'm gonna make things right.
Hey, well, I like the sound of that. At least he's trying to help her, but that's not a good sign if it's going to voicemail. I assume it's probably because Kim is intentionally not answering.
I have the brief you gave Cliff this morning, the plaintiff's opposition to the defendant's motion. I have a few notes. I think they're pretty clear, but it's probably easier if we just go over them together.
A few notes, man. That's so much. There's got to be like 10 to 15 stickers on the side.
Why is a second year giving notes to a fourth year?
Well, like I said, I know the house style.
Does Cliff have you babysitting me?
No.
I think he might be onto something right there. Man, I thought he really was just getting an honest second chance, but I can't blame Cliff too much for wanting to keep an eye on him.
Let's roll up our sleeves and apply a little elbow grease.
Great.
So I'm gonna get my favorite pen and I will see you momentarily.
You got it.
Uh-oh, man, I feel like he's gonna try and sneak out or something. If she was indeed sent there to keep an eye on him, that's not gonna look good if he snuck out. Oh shoot, is Jimmy coming to see her right now? I mean, I understand that he's trying to help her as much as he can, but maybe the best move right now is to give her a little bit of space, especially since she's in the position she's in because of him.
Here's how we're gonna handle this travesty of justice.
Wexler versus Hamlin, McGill. You want me to sue my own firm?
Filing's all typed up, it's ready to go.
Whoa, man, Jimmy, that is not what I was expecting. I feel like that is too bold of a move right here. You don't want to ruin Kim's future even more.
I'm telling you, Chuck is behind this.
No, you are behind this. I told you this would happen, and now I'm paying the price. I should have known better.
Oh, dang, man, that is a rough line, just hitting him deep right there. I think Jimmy is just trying to solve his own problems right now through her.
Then I quit Davis and May. It's the only way to get you out of Dutch.
My knight in shining armor, that is some sacrifice. Quitting a job that you've been trying to tank since day one.
Oh, gosh, man. She is being really harsh to him right now. Not necessarily undeserved, but I hate seeing that after they were in such a good spot before.
I dig myself out of this hole. And don't insult my intelligence by saying you are doing any of this for me. You don't save me. I save me.
Oof, man, that was a rough scene right there. You could just see the sadness in Jimmy's eyes. What's his play now? If he doesn't have Kim on his side, I feel like he's lost his biggest motivation.
I owe you a big apology. I have a medical condition. GERD, gastroesophageal reflux disease. I know, it's a mouthful, right?
That's the classic McGill play, it seems like. Just decide that you have a medical condition. Can't dodge her forever, though.
Wondering if you've heard that Santa Fe Place is looking for new outside counsel. They should really be considering Hamlin, McGill. Must have just been a rumor.
Interesting. What exactly is she doing right now? Is she trying to get a case for Hamlin in order to get back in favor with Howard? Or is she just doing her own thing right now?
We met at that ABA mixer last year. Well, congrats on landing the Honeywell contract. Huge amount of work. You too.
Oh gosh, man, she struck out with all of them and it looked like she had a massive list. That's not supposed to signify that people just don't want to use Hamlin anymore, is it? Because I didn't realize the consequences would be that serious if that's the case.
How's the place?
It's great. Safe, quiet, they allow dogs. You can't ask for more than that. I can't get Kaylee out of the pool.
Oh good, I'm glad that they're in a good spot right now because they definitely weren't doing too well in their old house. Good on Mike, always looking out for him.
You think he might come by later?
No, not yet. I don't want her to see me looking like this.
Jeez, bro, he still looks so terrible. Great makeup on his face, though, to make it look so dang convincing.
Whoa, hold on. What the hell happened to you? I get it, the first rule of Fight Club, right?
My gosh, dude, always has something funny to say when he sees Mike. I was hoping we'd get to see those two interact while he still had that on his face.
Da-da-da, da-da-da.
Dude's got all the references. He's definitely a fan of his Rocky references, though, because he used the same stuff with Jesse when he got injured in Breaking Bad.
She needs a little finessing, so can I handle it?
Yeah, sure.
I'm hoping for Thursday at 10.
Don't have it.
Thursday at noon, perhaps?
Nope.
Well, his technique clearly doesn't work very well, even though he said he should be the one to do it. Don't tell me that she's gonna take over.
You're pretty. Will you be my new mommy?
What are you doing?
That's his classic technique right there. It's always worked in the past.
That's a bribe.
It's a gift.
You submit the paperwork and you get a date. Period.
What don't you understand about finessing?
Oh, interesting. I guess I never considered that in the past as not being like the proper way to do things. I guess Jimmy really is gonna have to live by the book.
So does this go in my official Stasi report?
I'm not trying to get you in trouble. I'm trying to keep you out of it.
I'm gonna hit the men's room. The men's room.
Well, she's certainly doing her job pretty well. Sticking onto him like glue, man. She will not leave his side.
Yeah, word on the street is you're over at Davison, Maine now.
Dancing with the devil. So how are things at the district attorney's?
Davison, Maine. That must be sweet. Give you a car? Bet they gave you a car.
Oh, wow, man. Well, that firm seems to be pretty infamous then, if he's talking about it like that. Hopefully hearing that, Jimmy maybe wants to take it a little less for granted.
You have an assistant, right? Don't tell me. Is she hot?
She is a bright young man named Omar.
Omar.
Hey, you got a little something on your,
This guy definitely seems very interesting, but seeing how interested he is makes me think that Jimmy is very lucky to be where he is because there's probably a lot of competition for his spot. Even in scenes like this where I don't necessarily understand, at least I don't necessarily think I understand exactly what she's doing right now, I always find them very entertaining, so it's definitely some good quality directing. Jeez, man, this is rough. She, after all of this, still hasn't gotten a single lead or something?
Kim Wexler. Hey, how are you, Paige? You did? That's so nice to hear. I thought we hit it off as well.
Oh, did she finally find somebody that she can work with? That would be a nice surprise after seeing how much she didn't get.
Absolutely. I'll tell him right now. I'm sure we can get something on the books tomorrow. Thank you, Paige.
Hey, let's go, Kim. That's what I like to see. And I mean, that dialogue right there makes me think that she definitely is trying to do it to get back in favor with Howard. That was great. Haven't really seen that kind of emotion from Kim before. Definitely hype worthy though after seeing her put in all that effort from before. Let's hope it actually works out.
Kim, this is Kevin Wachtel, our CEO.
Paige, Kevin, this is Howard Hamlin, our senior partner.
Kevin, true story. When I was 7 years old, my very first bank account was at Mesa Verde, if you can believe it.
There you go. Howard's good at what he does, always has something to say. Well, they showed up, so that's got to be a good sign. Just got to seal the deal.
We have a little presentation for you in our conference room, along with some snacks and a soy mocha latte with your name on it.
Oh, this one. She's a keeper.
Shall we?
Let's do it.
Things are going well so far, man. Kim's definitely hitting on all cylinders. Please tell me this gets her back in her old office and everything.
Congratulations.
Right back at you.
I'll circle back with Paige. Start talking strategy. Maybe put together a list of staff associates we can put on this.
I'll put Francis on that. You've got enough on your plate in doc review.
Oh, gosh, man. I am so devastated for her. That's awful. Even after all that, she still doesn't get any props besides just a right back at you. They are being way too hard on her for just not knowing what Jimmy was doing.
Hey,
Catch you at a bad time?
not at all. Come in.
Wait a second. Are we about to learn that what Jimmy was saying before was actually accurate? That Chuck is behind this? Because I had actually started doubting Jimmy for once. Usually I'd always believed him. But if Howard's visiting him right now?
Mesa Verde, one of your golf course conquests.
Kim Wexler brought them in.
She's probably having a couple of drinks herself. She's out of the doghouse, I assume.
We'll see.
Wait, what? Maybe Chuck isn't behind it. That's so odd. Why does Howard look like he does? He looks almost angry. Don't tell me that I'm gonna have to hate Howard again. Wait, what the heck, man? Is Chuck just coming in at night and working here? I thought he only came in on rare occasions. Every scene with him has such cool lighting. I guess it's not just limited to his house now.
Oh, sorry.
Here we go. I think we're about to get a great dialogue scene right here. Pretty impressive that she is the only other one in the building besides Chuck. Hard at work as always.
Yeah, I'm trying something new. Coming in and working until 9. It's easier before the place opens without all the lights and the phone's ringing. How about some coffee?
Makes sense, man. That's a smart method in order to avoid any electrical allergy complications. It's gotta mess up your sleep schedule, though.
Do I have a future at this firm?
We have a lot in common, you and I. My brother left you holding the bag. It makes you feel any better. You're not the first person to go out on a limb for him.
I don't think that's a good sign if he immediately dodges a straight answer and just starts into a story.
I made the same mistake over and over again. Now Howard has, and he blames you. Jimmy ever tell you anything about our father?
Oh, I'm excited to learn some more information about this. That's too bad, though, that it is Howard that blames her.
Our dad, he was the personification of good. He ran a little corner store in Cicero, and the neighborhood loved Dad. He knew everybody's name and what was going on in their lives.
Man, when Chuck's not being spiteful towards Jimmy, he's actually very entertaining to watch. I really like his line delivery.
I discovered $14,000 was just gone. Turns out Jimmy had pilfered it in dribs and drabs. He ended up having to sell. 6 months later, he was dead.
Whoa, this is so heavy, dude. I didn't expect this. I thought we'd already learned about all the bad stuff Jimmy had done in his past.
My brother is not a bad person. He has a good heart. It's just, he can't help himself. And everyone's left picking up the pieces.
Holy cow, man, what a scene and what acting from Chuck. And I can't believe I'm saying it, but I can actually understand more how Chuck feels now and why he's kind of always had a grudge against Jimmy.
Mind if I join you?
What can I get you?
Coffee, black.
It's coming right up.
No way, dude. Hector is in this show. My goodness. We really are bringing back everybody for this. And he's not in a wheelchair. When the heck did that happen?
I should have shown you respect. I apologize to you on behalf of my family.
Apology accepted.
I love getting these two in a scene together. This is great stuff. And I love how it doesn't feel like these characters are just forced into it just for fan service. It's very natural as far as the plot is concerned.
The gun charge, that's 8 years is gone away, maybe 10. I would like for you to tell the police that the gun was yours.
Oh man, just trying to get Tuco saved. Maybe he doesn't go away to jail after all. Also, I love that we actually get to see this actor have lines and everything because we didn't really get that much in Breaking Bad besides flashbacks.
And then I'd be subject to the gun charge.
You're an ex-cop.
So you're a psychic.
I even twist Tuco's ear, make him apologize.
We definitely know he has that power over him and the twins as well, pretty much the entire family.
I'm looking for the best possible outcome for everybody. For your trouble, you take home $5,000.
Oh my gosh, if only this man realized who he was talking to. Mike does not do deals with anybody. Although he could use the cash, he definitely has been trying to do jobs to get it. Oh, dude, love the subtle bits. Whoa, and then it ends. Okay, some of these endings are very surprising. I get so excited every time they bring back a member of the cast. And with everyone that they've brought back so far, even just small moments like Crazy 8 makes me get hyped for the potential of them just continuing to bring back more and more characters, because there's definitely some that I would love to see again. But it left off at a very interesting point. I wonder what the heck Mike is going to do. He looked pretty angry, like he was in a bad spot. I feel like this is the most entertaining show that I've watched that consists of nearly all dialogue and just very toned down, not actiony scenes in the least, which is a very hard feat to do. Usually shows aren't able to handle that. Usually they'll throw in like some action sequences or something more intense or things like that. But episodes like this, you pretty much just have characters talking one to another the entire time, but yet I am gripped from start to finish. And I don't know exactly how many shows I've watched quite like that, because usually I gravitate towards more actiony or thrilling or suspenseful type content. And so this show has definitely been surprising me a lot in that way with how much I've enjoyed it. But scenes like Chuck talking to Kim there in his office were just phenomenal, and I really loved the look it gave on where he was coming from with Jimmy, because as you guys have known, I've always been super hard on him ever since we learned about him kind of pushing back against Jimmy getting more success. But learning that now, I can definitely see where Chuck is coming from in having so much anger towards Jimmy, because in a way Jimmy kind of ruined their father's last moments, because in his eyes he had to give up on his dream, and for Jimmy to not change after that is pretty big as well. So I can see why Chuck feels like Jimmy is incapable of that change, even though me as a viewer right now, I still feel like Jimmy is capable of that change. But we have seen that he does not like to play by the rules, so that was kind of heartbreaking to learn, because I'd always been fighting for Jimmy's side and been feeling like Chuck was always in the wrong, but definitely changes things. And so excellent writing in order to make my positions change on characters like that I thought were so set in stone. And the lighting was phenomenal in this episode, starting with the flashback scenes in the beginning. Hopefully we get more like that, because I definitely would like to see more with Chuck and his wife and see what maybe happened with their relationship, because as far as I know, we haven't really had that brought up before, so I feel like there could be some good stuff there. But I do like how the show very sparingly sprinkles in those moments, whether it is in those flashback scenes or in the dialogue scenes, characters talking about the past, just to slowly build this overarching narrative and give us these character developments, because I feel like when you have to wait for it a little bit and when you have the context of all these other scenes, it just makes it so much more impactful and hard-hitting when you do learn that eventually. And so just fantastic stuff across the board. This season has been so enjoyable to watch, as was the first season. Very excited to see what happens with the Hector stuff, because I assume that's not the last we've seen of him, but Mike is definitely starting to get involved with a dangerous crowd. Not that he can't handle it, but I'm looking forward to jumping into the next episode with you all. Hopefully you guys enjoyed watching along with me for this one. If you did, definitely consider leaving a thumbs up. Helps the video reach a lot more people, helps the channel grow. But until the next episode, look forward to seeing you all later. Peace.